So the UAE is very progressive. They want to head to 2050 and reduce their emissions substantially, particularly in the big cities. And NIO really fits very well in. So our founder, when you look at the NIO badge, it kind of looks like a tree. So what that is, blue sky coming. So the upper part is the blue sky. And I can tell you my personal story going to Shanghai maybe 22 years ago. It was smoggy. I used to go to the motor shows there pretty much every year. So back in 2002, 2004, it was smoggy, it was dirty. Today you go to Shanghai, the sky is blue, the noise has disappeared from the streets, and it's very, it's clean, it's quiet, it's an amazing experience. So I believe, the UAE and the GCC countries in particular, they see a lot because they go to China a lot, and they understand that this is really helpful when you have congestion, big cities. You can improve the quality of the air, the quality of life for people in general.
What type of response are you seeing in terms of sales and actual vehicles being moved in the market today? Has it been a positive response overall?
So far, it's a very positive response. Particularly the UAE, there's quite a strong move, and I would say in the premium segment more than in the mass. A premium car is not a need, but it's a want. So people who've owned multiple premium cars, different brands, particularly if they were all petrol, the next level up is going to electric because it brings that level of quietness. You're insulated, there's no vibration. It's really a beautiful experience. It takes you one step up from the internal combustion engine. So most of the movement in the market is from the premium segment. There's also another reason behind that. We have to be, honest about it. As the infrastructure is coming up in the country, the people who are most able to keep an electric car running are the people living in a villa, in a house, because they have extra electricity, they can have a home charger, so that makes it very, very easy for them to acquire it. When you go down in the social sort of ladder, if you're living in a multi-story apartment, especially if the building is more than 5-6 years, the likelihood of getting any extra electricity there is very difficult. So these are kind of the trends that affect the buying behavior.
And is there any plan to onshore manufacturing here to actually make the cars in the region, or will they continue to be imported from China?
It's one of my favorite questions, being a true automotive person. I spent my whole life, 36 years in the automotive business. Look, you can build the car anywhere, but is it going to be successful and is it going to be profitable, right? To be profitable, you typically need volume. You need volumes of 200, 300,000 cars a year. And then you have to look at the UAE, for example. The volume is roughly around 350, heading to 400,000. That's all brands, right? So it is not possible to produce 300,000 cars and dominate the market. The other thing you need source of supply, OEM suppliers of components, computers, glass, electrics, etc., etc. And again, within our region, that's quite tough. There's one or two countries that are a little bit closer to that, but overall in the GCC, it's a challenge. So you need OEM suppliers, you need volume, and keep in mind that the whole Middle East they consume about 2 million cars, the whole of the Middle East. So it's probably not suitable for NIO. It could be suitable for small commercial vehicles, but I think for NIO it's not the right decision. But then again, this is not my choice. This would be something up to the higher levels of management.
And on the competition landscape as well, here in the UAE, there have been a number of new entrants. Tesla's been here for a while, BYD also on the ground. Do you have a target for what type of market share you'd like to capture in the next 12 months? Because you say you're going to be aggressive on the ground here. Yes. Just how aggressive are you going to be?
So our target is to be number 3 in the premium electric market. And it's a little bit difficult to define because not all the electric brands are premium. Some are aspiring to become premium, but we want to be a minimum of number 3 in the next 2-3 years. And then we'll readjust our targets again.
Just broadly on the business as well, what does success look like in the UAE in the next year? And as you continue to roll out and expand across the region, what's the end goal here?
Look, the end goal is to work with the community overall that we can reduce emissions, reduce noise, and improve the quality of life. So as I keep saying, you know, the founder's view of the brand is blue sky coming. So it's really about improving the quality of where we live. That's kind of where we want to go.